Good morning on Wednesday, September 28th. Thank you for tuning in to episode 114 of the 359 podcast with Roger Chang and Ben Fox Rubin. Good morning.
Morning.
Oh.
Morning, everyone.
We're back.
The B team's back.
Yeah.
At least according to Alfred.
I haven't been back in a while. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
We've got we've got a number of exciting topics to talk about. First off, Elon Musk unveiling his vision for traveling to Mars. Are you booking a ticket?
The whole thing's a snooze.
Okay.
Don't believe anything that
Next
guy
up,
says.
we talk about, we don't quite dance on Blackberry's grave, but we do talk about its kind of pseudo-death.
Well, at least the phone business.
At least the phone business, yes. And then lastly, we'll talk about Facebook taking on Slack in the workplace, and yet another place where we have to use Facebook.
Workbook. Sure.
Workbook. Oh, that's catchy.
No.
Not at
I think
all.
they're calling it Facebook at work, which is less catchy
Yeah,
than
it is
what I
less
just
catchy.
said.
But more accurate, probably.
Yeah.
Kind of. All right. As always, any questions, leave them in the comment section. Our producer, Brian, will pick the best ones. So we'll try to answer them. Try.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Let's do it.
Give it the old CNET try.
There we go.
That's not saying much. Okay.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll be back to answer your questions and comments in 3, 2.
Welcome to the 359, where we talk about the top tech news of the day and all the crap we want to throw in. I'm Roger Chang.
I'm Ben Fox Rubin.
So that mission to Mars is right around the corner. The insanely brilliant Elon Musk laid out his vision for traveling and Sorry. Can we start over?
Just keep going.
All right. Let me just start. I'll start the sentence over. You can cut it later on.
You know we're live still.
I know.
Are we live?
That mission to Mars
We
is...
lost everybody.
All right.
Start from the top of the story.
I'll start from the top of the story.
Thanks for the nightmare edit.
Sorry about that. That mission to Mars is right around the corner. The insanely brilliant Elon Musk laid out his vision for traveling and colonizing. Why can't I say that word?
Keep going.
One more time, Roger.
Sorry. That mission to Mars is right around the corner. The insanely brilliant Elon Musk laid out his vision for traveling to Mars. He sees this happening in 6 years, which is far more aggressive than his previous estimate. And he said that the cost would be significantly lower than the estimated $10 billion per person.
Wrong.
So, all right, Ben.
I'm so skeptical of this. 6 years mission to Mars.
That's
Why hasn't
pretty
NASA
aggressive.
does it? Why hasn't NASA done it already? Actually, NASA was pretty generous in their comment about this. They were like, "This is great. We love the fact that people are talking about a mission to Mars. We need the best and the brightest involved from private and public industry. So, more power to Elon Musk." However, there are so many question marks involved in this that it's like, how is he going to pay for this?
I mean,
like, what's it going to look like?
He's going to be employing I think methane gas, a much cheaper version of fuel that's currently used in rockets. That's what it's testing with some of the SpaceX rockets now, the ones that are, I think, blowing up.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, he envisions a fully self-sustaining civilization on Mars of 1 million people within 40 to 100 years of the first Mars rendezvous.
I don't know.
That is really aggressive.
I don't mean to sound like overly
That's
skeptical.
106 years from now, or 46 years from now. Best case scenario.
Look, he makes some fancy looking cars. That does not mean that he can actually pull this off. There are way too many question marks about this. And
Right.
he's a very good showman. He presents some really big pie in the sky ideas. However, I don't see this as being conceivable. I'd love to eat my words on this, but 6 years from now, it just doesn't seem very possible. And just because it's Elon Musk, we're supposed to eat this all up? No, thank you.
All right.
No,
Well,
sorry.
We'll see if this happens. We've got 6 years to find out. Next up, Blackberry is officially bailing on building its own phones. The company confirmed today that it will exit the hardware business internally. It will actually partner with other companies to produce, design, and sell these phones. They're basically just going to take a royalty fee off of any phones that get
With
sold.
Blackberry branded phones.
Blackberry branded phones, yeah. And you
Okay.
kind of saw this a little bit with the last phone. The D-Tech 50 was a phone that was essentially built and designed by Alcatel. They stole an Alcatel design and they just repurposed it for itself. And this is more of an extension. They're getting rid of all the personnel involved with mobile hardware.
So
and
what is BlackBerry going to be now?
BlackBerry
They're
is
not a
just
phone
purely
company.
software, enterprise services, all the kind of the boring stuff that we don't like to talk about, but it's become, I guess, a more important part of the company.
Do they have a future doing something like that?
John Chen definitely has a track record of that. I mean, he's been the head of a number of software companies, enterprise software companies, so he knows how to run those types of businesses. He was always less comfortable with the hardware part.
Well, nice knowing you, Blackberry. You are now going to be part of ZDNet, or coverage area. Anyway, Facebook at Work is something that's expected to be coming out in October, I believe, according to a rumor. And that's basically going to be something like Slack or Yammer for your workplace. And we'll see what ends up happening. It basically means that Facebook could be coming to even more places in your life.
Another place where I have to log into Facebook. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
All right, for more about these stories, check us out on CNET. I'm Roger Chang.
I'm Ben Fox Rubin.
Thanks for listening.
And thanks for sticking with us. I'm going to start filtering through the comments. We got lots of good discussion, and I think a lot of people are on your side, Ben.
Oh, really?
All right.
Yeah, okay. Because I got kind of angry there because
He's went full Trump on us.
Dude,
Yeah, you started to unravel there.
Wrong. I don't know. It just bothers me that, like, just because he's a billionaire, all of a sudden we're supposed to, like, take this whole stock.
Just
that,
eat
like,
it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
apparently the crowd was eating it up.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were like,
absolutely.
They were like, yes, absolutely. This
He's
guy's fantastic.
he's a charismatic guy. You know,
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean that this is accurate. Like, you know, he went in like a Recode conference and said like we could all be in like a computer simulation, and everybody went bonkers over it as if that hadn't actually been presented as an idea years ago. That was not Elon Musk's idea.
Right.
So,
but it was
whatever.
Elon Musk saying it.
That's fine, Elon. I'll take your interview anyway if you ever actually want to talk to me. So whatever.
But would you be interested in going to Mars? I mean, would you be one of the first to go?
No, of course not. I have too many kids. I'm not gonna leave my children.
Brian, what about you?
know.
I would not go.
Seems
I
like
have nothing against the mission. I would not go.
Seems like a pretty terrible place. Really, there's like I couldn't get a burger there. Like,
have you seen The Martian?
That's right. It would be like The Martian. I'd have to be like going through my own crap. I mean, that's
Damon
terrible.
was less than thrilled with the outcome of that.
So Bill Nye was in the audience, and the Guardian interviewed him, and he said that this sounds really great. You know, the audience is really enthusiastic. However, we need to make absolutely sure that there's no life on Mars or any signs of previous life on Mars, because obviously that would change how we view the world, the solar system, our universe, whatever. And so you can't just cowboy your way into there after 6 years. There's an enormous amount of technology that you need to develop, and also just general research on the ground.
Well, I thought we just nuke Mars to terraform it, right? That's the easy answer.
Just nuke the thing. It doesn't matter if like they have ants there. Or
I
anything.
am curious. I would like to hear from someone who would want to be part of that initial mission, because it just seems like
you'll find
you
there
are.
will be droves of people.
Oh
that
yeah,
will be
yeah.
interested.
But you basically just oh no. Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
dun.
god.
All right, now I do want to go.
I know. I'm pumped up, man.
Let's head back into the chat. First of all, hi to all of our international listeners. We have
Yeah.
India, Romania, UK. Very cool to have everyone on board with us today. Michael in the chat, Michael Brown, says, I think colonization will start in 40 to 100 years. That's the most...
basically what Musk is saying. Right?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's-
he said like 1 million people colonized by then,
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
you're
right?
Yes.
which
that's
is
true.
which is a few, which is quite
that's
a bit.
Lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Let's try like 100.
But that's still a pretty aggressive time, like 40 years for colonization.
The other issue is like is the world expected to blow up in that time frame? I mean,
No.
like maybe it will.
I think he made that point. That,
maybe it will in
but
January.
I think Elon made that point. Like, it doesn't have to be a doomsday scenario that drives this push to Mars. Mm-hmm. Even though that's basically what every sci-fi novel is all about, right?
Yeah. Look, I appreciate that he has somewhat altruistic views of this, that he wants us to be a interplanetary species so that we don't end up becoming extinct here. Obviously, it's like big picture stuff, so it's cool to get to talk about. I just think that like the way he's presenting it is really overpromising. So people should be very
Overpromising
skeptical.
and underdelivering. That's sort of the mantra of most tech executives, right?
Yeah, but like 6 years is a close enough time frame that people are still going to remember this.
Yes,
At least I
and
hope
they're gonna call him out on it
Be
6
like,
years from
where's
now.
the rocket, Elon?
do.
Where's the rocket?
Yeah.
We want to go, you know.
I don't know. I for one, I do agree that this is really sounds way too ambitious, like crazy ambitious. I would like to see that just because, like I'd like to see us be an interplanetary species. That's
Sure.
That's
How
cool.
much of this would it take? Blake says, "Give me a small fortune for my family," and then he'd go, and that's a very noble statement.
Wait, how much money?
How much money would it
To
cost?
send you.
Martians?
No, to send you.
So according,
How much would they have to pay you?
I think people would probably volunteer.
Not for the cost of it, but actually like compensation for traveling.
Correct.
That's a good question.
Anybody that's willing to go should probably want to go for like virtually nothing because it's like more,
especially
for
that
the benefit of
first run
humanity.
of people on the expedition.
Yeah,
they
could
kind of
more
have to
than
have,
likely die.
Well, they're gonna plus they need to have special skill sets and everything. So it's not like we're just paying anyone to go on there to show
To,
up,
like,
right?
Strap you onto a
No,
rocket.
like someone you've got to train, you've got to have certain skills. Like it's. Yeah, I think it's less about a job and more like it's a calling for folks who actually
I guess
want
to
do
answer the question directly, I would say I am unwilling to whore myself out for a Mars mission. So
No,
there is no dollar
if
figure.
If they paid me $1 billion, maybe.
No.
Really?
We have
Dude,
volunteers.
that could take-
never make it home.
that-
We have
if I don't make it
volunteers
home.
in the chat right now.
Nice.
of course there are.
If we can find the sign-up sheet, guys, we'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, if you take care of my family and their
Look,
family for the rest of their
there's
lives.
like an instant statue. That's something that a lot of people would be into. Let's say you never make it back, or maybe you die, or maybe you actually do.
you wouldn't
colonize
get your own
Mars.
statue though, right? Like if
you
there's like
know, you
if
and
there
a
are
couple of other
if there are
people.
multiple people, you're gonna be like one of 5 or 6 statues.
It's still pretty sweet. It's still guaranteed statue territory. How else am I going to be on a statue?
That's
like
true.
I didn't invent anything. I got this podcast. That's basically it.
100 years from now, the 359 statue, our kids will look upon that.
Okay, so first of all, someone in the chat hating on Bill Nye, you're a monster.
Wow.
Ooh.
Second of all, let's move on to Morning Blackberry.
By the way,
We
I have a Bill Nye story. I ran into him at a Samsung event. It's pretty awesome because I took a selfie with him. He's like, "It's not a Samsung phone, right? 'Cause those things suck." I'm like, "You're at a Samsung event, dude." Anyways, go on.
So we got both ends of the spectrum. There's a large number of people saying BlackBerry should have quit a long time ago.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, going on BlackBerry. Yes, I mean I've written the whole BlackBerry's doom story maybe 3 or 4 times, and they really should have thrown in a towel a while ago. I mean, it's sort of the last hurrah. There were a lot of rumors even going into today that they were going to exit the business completely. This is sort of a save face move, I guess, by just not necessarily ejecting the business, but like finding a new, literally putting it out to pasture.
Right.
Right, like
Well,
getting someone else to come in and like that big farm in upstate. That
Does
they
the
can take care
BlackBerry
of.
name have some sort of value in certain countries?
So it does. There are certain countries like Indonesia, which is the first partner who has stepped up to say they're going to build phones. It's a company. Let's see if I can pronounce the name. I'm going to butcher the name. It is it's an Indonesian company called
Something Putin.
Bibi Merah Putih.
Okay,
Putih.
I was
Putih?
close.
Anyways, Indonesia is a huge market for Blackberries, and so they're going to be building the sort of first run of these licensed phones. So there's demand in that market. The thing of it is there demand in the U.S. and the demand in more mature markets. And will anyone actually step up to build these kinds of high end phones? I don't know. They teased that they were talking to a number of partners, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the demand is for these things.
They still have a good name in the security world, so it looks like they're already trying to like build on that, and we'll see how successful they are with it.
And just to be clear, BlackBerry isn't dead. It will be focusing on enterprise software. They'll be building apps and supporting Android or Android-powered BlackBerries. So they're not completely gone, but it's definitely the end of a significant chapter for the company.
Definitely.
More international listeners. We have a Martian in the chat.
Ooh.
Oh,
So he already beat Elon there.
that's new.
He's already. What cell phone reception is he getting that he could actually comment?
Maybe this will be a historic show. We
Probably
just
better
got a
than
Martian
LTE.
calling in.
What?
Said better than LTE. One more time through on this Facebook at work thing. I'm already tired of how many ways you guys can track me down. You would never leave me alone.
Sorry about that.
I mean,
It makes
We're
sense for them.
between
They wanna-
instant messenger and Slack and email and text and
Right, but for Facebook, they want to try to sink their hooks into you however many ways that they can and
Yeah, of course.
make themselves
And this is-
useful
this
to
is
you
a
in a
premium
variety
service.
of
Has
ways.
anyone actually?
They will be charging for it.
Oh,
This is not
so
like
that's even better
this
for
isn't
them.
like your Facebook where it's free. I mean, it is. They're charging per seat, just like Slack does, just like Yammer. not a fan of Slack. I'm not a fan of any of these services, anyways. But.
No, me neither. I just get kind of annoyed by them because I'll get the same message from the same person across 3 platforms within seconds, and it's like, pick one, stick with it.
Right
now, we just got one more in the mix.
Well, I'm the annoying one because if I don't get a response on, say, Slack, I'll go to Google Plus or not Google Plus. I'll go to Google Chat, GChat, not GChat, then email. Like I'll just keep going until I find a response. I'm pretty annoying like that.
Consummate reporter. Yeah. Well done.
Has there been any trial of this yet? Of the Facebook?
Yeah, it's something that's being
it's
piloted.
been on trial for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still not like broadly available.
They
so
actually
that's the
announced
rumor.
it 2 years ago, so it's kind of surprising that it's just launching now.
Yeah, and we still don't know if that's 100% true, but maybe it is going to come out next month. And if it does, I mean, Slack is already doing a lot of advertising, and that's getting a lot of attention. So, obviously never discount Facebook, but they are going to have quite a bit of competition in that market.
I think with Slack, part of the issue is that there are like no threaded comments, so there's no like news feed. I would kind of like a news feed, like a Facebook style news feed.
I don't like Slack either.
Yeah.
We used to use Convo, if you know what that is.
I've never tried Convo. I've tried Yammer.
Convo is, I also had a news feed. But yeah. None of them are really that effective.
Kieran in the chat is concerned about them letting a Galaxy Note 7 on the Musk ship.
Oh, yeah, you can't have
SpaceX.
that.
Yeah,
you can't have that.
Let's avoid that. Or at least get the one with the new battery.
Not even that. I wouldn't even trust it.
Actually, potentially, they could use Galaxy Note 7s to power the rocket.
To propel the
ship. That would be there.
You just pack in like all of them. The 2.5 million Galaxy Note 7s that were recalled.
Yeah.
Put them in the rocket.
Have them explode.
Blow them up. Ooh, whoops,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can make it past Mars even,
Yes.
Like we could just go.
At least we have a use for these now as an alternative fuel.
Oh, man. Samsung. It always goes back to Samsung.
Well done, commenter. Well done.
And on that note, it's probably time to call it a day.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a solid high note.
That was a good way to end the show. All right. If you liked anything you saw or heard here, check us out on CNET. Our podcast is also available on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Feedly. See y'all tomorrow. I should be back. You back?
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right. We'll actually be back. The
All right,
B
let's
team
do
will
it.
be back.
Yeah.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.